Boom, boom. La, 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 boom. Welcome everybody to the program. Today is March 27 in the year 2023. Do you know where your children are? It's my cancer voice. It's the voice of cancer. How are you? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. And we are live. We're live here on YouTube. We are live like never before. Happy Monday to you. Happy Monday. It's almost April. It's almost April Fool's. Another few days and we'll be in the great month of April. It looks like the weather is changing handsomely here in Northeast Pennsylvania, getting a little warmer, a little more bearable, putting away the heavy thermals and stuff, you know, the triple layers. But our humans, it seems like humans are getting dumber. I wake up like I don't read the news on the weekend. I'm one of those people. I put it away. I care about what's happening in the world, but I dive deeper into what's happening right in front of me during the weekend. But come the weekday, like Monday, I pop open the files like you do and see what the hell's going on in our world. And we find out all kinds of crazy stuff. For example, you know, Trump is, there's a black hole. Have you heard? There's a black hole 657 million light years away that is threatening us. You heard? Now, I mean, if that isn't speculation, I don't know what is. I mean, how does science rile up fear in people and get away with it with something 500 or 600 million light years away, a black hole that's going to open up and suck us all in and kill us and throw our planet out of orbit or whatever else they're claiming. So look at that outrageous claim. Guy gets an embarrassing situation at a hospital. Guy stuck a glass up his ass. You heard? Ridiculous. I mean, you know, I almost feel shame for my fellow humans to have to report on this thing. And on this stuff, Millie Cypress and Dolly Parton got a song banned. Rainbowland. You heard the song Rainbowland? Dolly Parton and Millie Cypress, two talented country type singers, put out a song, and the song got banned in the first grade for being too much of something or not enough of something else. But rainbow, of course, rainbow is a code word for gay. Right? The rainbow, right? The gays hijacked the rainbow. So when you look up and you see, oh, look, Johnny, there's a rainbow. And Sally says, no, that's the symbol of gay. Right? What is it? Why don't you just leave rainbows alone? Not we, but it seems some humans have a problem with rainbows. And so Millie Cypress, there was a song. Censorship is never good. I don't care what the hell is in the song. Sing about whatever you want to sing about, and whoever listens to it, right, with the censorship stuff. You're censoring a first grader who can't listen to a song about rainbows, but meanwhile, there's violence in every goddamn movie that first grader watches. All right, so look at that too. And Trump. Is Trump going to get arrested? Is Trump going to get indicted in New York is he's out there calling, Alvin Bragg names, degenerate psychopath. He's, this Trump's saying this. He's threatening Alvin Bragg with a baseball bat, literally, in a photograph. And Trump is also broadcasting, no, they dropped the case. They're going to drop the case. Well, so we'll find out. We will find out. It is a fascinating story in New York. Does it border on kangaroo court, banana republic stuff? I think it does. I think whenever the circumstances surrounding the case of going after Donald Trump for some sort of election integrity shenanigans that went on 7 years ago in New York, something about hush money. He paid hush money to somebody to make them shut up, and there's nothing wrong with that. By the way, there's nothing illegal about paying somebody to shut the fuck up. What's illegal is that they took it from campaign money. Is that true? It's such a gray area, but why here, why now? Of course, we know why here, why now, because Trump is the front runner in the Republican Party for president of the United States in 2024, and the hired pay-for-play blacks, Alvin Bragg and the other one, they're going after him. They're going after Trump. And will this work to Trump's disadvantage? Does bad press ever work to Trump's disadvantage? No. Whenever you smear Trump, his ratings go up. So we'll look at that story. Also, the markets seem to be up. Markets are liking something. Looks like everything's going to open green. Dow is up. Dow is up at the moment. NASDAQ as well is up, and S&P 500 all up in the pre-market. So this is my thumbnail today. And degenerate psychopath, Trump calls Alvin Bragg, the district attorney in New York, who is, racially motivated, politically motivated. Hey, Alvin, what kind of retirement plan did the corporations offer you to smear Trump? You're the district attorney. Go after Trump, and we'll put a couple of $100,000 in your Goldman Sachs account that will mature upon your graduation from that position. Right? What did they offer this guy? You got to wonder, is Alvin Bragg doing it because he really thinks that Trump is some sort of threat to, the degrees to which crime occurs in New York is epic. And you want to put what Trump did 7 years ago in the same category? Of course you cannot, unless somebody paid you to do it. Right? The real story should be who paid Alvin Bragg. Who paid off Alvin Bragg? How we doing in the chat? Good morning, everybody. Vinny DiMartini in the house. Chris Milk here. Dave Teberis, how are you? Mad Cow Mark in the house. Weevil Girl. What's up, everybody? Zoot Cooter, Andy Garcia, and Jim Steele is here. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the program. I apologize for Monday. I put that show up for Friday. Friday's show was buffering like mad, and I luckily I record these shows, and then if that happens, I'll always post the unbuffered video. So hopefully that's not happening today. So let's start here. So scientists, people who study the science, say they've discovered massive black hole that now faces Earth. Okay, well, what does that mean? This is a galactic-sized problem. Is it really? So there's a galaxy out there, if you haven't heard, that has been reclassified as a massive black hole that is currently facing our solar system. We started to study this galaxy as it showed peculiar properties had changed. So the hypothesis, this thing is 657 million light years away. Now, that's pretty far away. A light year being if you traveled at the speed of light, 182,000 miles per second, and you did that for 657 million years. Is that even calculable? Can you even calculate something like that? Do you really fucking know how far away some galaxy is in terms of light years? Do you really know for sure how fast light travels through space? No, you don't know. You have no idea. You might know in a short distance, maybe from here to the sun or vice versa, but you have no fucking idea how these elements function once you leave our proximity, galaxy. But nonetheless, some Jagoff scientist says that the galaxy, and this is a photograph of the black hole, is 657 million light years away, and it has pivoted 90 degrees and is now pointing its center towards Earth. So effing what? Who cares? All right, what are you seeing, scientists? What are you smoking and looking through your telescope, reporting to the kind people here on Earth? What are you trying to scare us with now? The black hole. Yeah, if you want to find the black hole, here he is, right? Here's the black hole. He's in New York, right? Alvin Bragg. Researchers at the Royal Astronomical Society now reveal that the galaxy stretches nearly 4 million light years across. So the thing is huge, this galaxy. 4 million light years. That's the distance. That's how big it is. That's fucking crazy. Nearly 40 times the size of the Milky Way. Should we be afraid? Should you be afraid? Scientists are currently unsure what sparked the change in direction. Whatever. But that's what it looks like. Look down the black hole. Do you see it? What is it? What the fuck is it? Is it this? Are we talking about, is that this? Right? See the shell? I always reference this. I keep it here to remind myself. But you see the swirl. Look at that swirl. See the swirl? That is natural. That is a snail who did this. A snail shell. Right? A snail shell. And you look and you see the swirl in the infinite swirl. Why does it do that? Why is the shell like that? Why does it do that? Why does it grow towards the center, or is it growing towards the center in the other way? We don't know. We don't know the answers to these questions, but we know it is happening. And how do we know it's happening? Well, the evidence is in my hand. This is evidence in my hand. Now, you looking through your little telescope and showing a black hole and saying, "Oh no, we're dead because of the black hole." The black hole is not the only threat to the Earth that the Earth faces. So they're claiming that this, long story short, it is interesting, it is fascinating that scientists are running out of things to complain about here on Earth, and they're looking 657 million light years away, pointing to a galaxy that they claim the whole galaxy has shifted 90 degrees and its hole is pointing directly at us. All right, watch out for the black hole. All right. As I said, we're de-evolving, right? We're losing our fucking ability to think straight, right? or contemplate these fascinating ideas without scaring someone. You don't know. Yeah, it looks like a black hole. It looks like some sort of infinite hole. But why are you threatening? You're threatening people. You better fall in line, or the black hole's gonna get closer. Something ridiculous like that. So, as well, while we're on the notion of black holes, a 47-year-old man was left in extreme pain and needed surgery after he inserted a water glass into his rectum. And there's the x-ray. Why did you insert a water glass into your rectum? The Nepalese man arrived at the emergency department admitting the object had been inside him for 3 days. Initially, the man said it happened by an accident. Before revealing he had inserted the glass in himself for sexual gratification while intoxicated, according to a journal of Nepal Medical Center. So Nepal, I guess they're talking about somewhere out there in India, some guy stuffed a glass up his ass, and they had to get it out. And you wonder why. Why did you stick a glass up your ass again? A water glass? Nobody knows. I mean, it felt good. It felt good to stick a glass up your ass. What happens if the glass breaks and you die? Why did you stick a glass up your ass, sir? I don't know. Probably for the same reason that scientists point their, microscope at the black hole 657 million light years away and say, there's a problem here. We have a problem, right? I think these two stories are extremely similar. And here, this is scary here on Earth that people are, for some reason, terrified of being able to speak and speak openly and honestly. I have a theory. Want to hear my theory? My theory is this. I have a theory. Marcus Conte reporting on human theory because this is an educational and philosophical program designed to advance philosophical and educational information. Human beings, have lost permission to be happy. Have you heard? Did you know that people are not allowed to be happy? You're not allowed to. You could be serious. You could be upset. You could be angry. You could be determined. But you're not allowed to be happy or joyous or full of life. Right? Go on and here's the proof. Go on an assembly line at Ford and start having fun while you work. You're having fun. And some jerk-off will come along at some point, some management jerk-off will come along and say, you need to work more because you're having too much fun. And then the fun evaporates from the equation. You see, through evolution, human beings, have been trained to not be allowed to enjoy themselves. And you know where there's evidence? In meditation. When you tell someone to sit and breathe and relax and enjoy, they can't do it. They don't know how to enjoy themselves. The joy is usually connected to something else. I can't possibly be enjoying myself right now. Then people would think I'm crazy. Are you crazy? What are you smiling at? Right? How ridiculous. Think about it. Sir, why are you so happy? You're just sitting there in the waiting room. Right? This is what goes through people's minds. This person's happy. There must be something wrong with them. They're not to be trusted. They must be on something. They must be, some sort of synthetic. Right? People have lost permission. Right? Think about that. That's powerful. That you're not allowed to be happy. If you show happiness, you're prosecuted for your happiness. Right? That is an observation, Marcus Conte reporting. So, even kids, Mad Cow Mark, no fun on company time. Yeah. Oh, Josephine says she likes my plants. I did. I just bought pansies. Hold on a second. Thank you for bringing it up. There's a new addition. There's a new addition to the. I just got these yesterday for like $3 in a store, in a grocery store. But these are pansies, and they grow. I bought them because they remind me of Batman. Right? They remind me of like the Black Cat. See, they look like black. They look like black cat plants, right? And so that's my pansy pansy collection. I just added that, and they're gonna go outside. They're for Batman. This is Batman's plant, and I'm gonna put them down. But they seem to have been wilted. They're an unusual kind of plant. They're more of a spring, coldish fall plant, and I don't think they like the direct sun too much. But we'll keep watching. So anyway, Miley Cyrus and Dolly Parton's song deemed too controversial for first graders. All right, now some of you might agree that they're singing about rainbows and the Rainbow Coalition of people's wide range of sexual prowess. Now, should you be singing about that or sexual expression? Not necessarily sex, but the act of sex, but the sexuality of somebody, their sexual expression. That's not allowed in the first grade. You're not allowed to say, I feel a certain way, this is my expression. And that song seems to reflect that. Now, you may disagree that the song, well, here's the song. Let's look at the song. It's called Rainbowland. I can't play it because then we'll get the channel struck. Living in a rainbow where you and I go hand in hand. Oh, I'd be lying if I said this was fine. All the hurt and the hate going on here. We are rainbows, me and you. Every color, every hue. Let's shine on through. Together we can start living in a rainbow land. Living in a rainbow land, the skies are blue and things are grand. Wouldn't it be nice to live in a paradise where we're free to be exactly who we are? Let's all dig down deep inside, brush the judgment and fear aside, make wrong things right and end the fight. 'Cause I promise ain't nobody gonna win. Come on, man. So here's a song. It's not a good song. It's not a great song. But they're two big artists, Dolly Parton, who I like, kind of. Miley Cyrus, I think I like the father better than she did. But they got banned in the first grade. They collaborated, and their song was deemed too controversial for a Wisconsin elementary school, a move that was blasted by some in school communities. Originally, the first grade students were set to perform Rainbowland, which is a duet between the pop star and country legend that praises acceptance before acceptance. Is there anything harsh in this fucking song? Right? There's nothing bad about the song. What? Where's the bad? Putting judgment aside, looking deep inside. The skies are blue and everything's grand. Come on, man. Come on. I was very confused as a parent whose daughter goes to the school, adding her daughter informed her the song was no longer in play. The superintendent, Jim Serbit, said the school received 2 inquiries about the 2017 song from parents. So this is silly season. Somebody who identifies on the right is saying, no, we can't be playing queer songs to our first graders. We can't have our first graders singing queer songs. That's for the faggots. No queer songs in my school. I'm going to pull my son out of that school because you're singing a queer song. Is that what it is? Is that what it is, buddy? Is that really what's going on? Do you really, is this song going to change the direction of your son's life or daughter's life? Singing with other first graders? How fucking stupid are you, man? So anyway, there's a song, and again, it's censorship. Stop censoring music. Let the artists make their fucking music already. Let them sing about whatever they want to sing about. All right, God damn it. So hats off to Dolly and Millie. All right. And so is that, so they banned a song. I asked AI, I said, hey, AI, survey favorite movies for first graders in the U.S. And what did they give me? Toy Story, Finding Nemo, The Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, The Incredibles. And then I said, okay, well, these are the top 10. And then I asked, well, which of these movies have violent scenes in them? Violent scenes, Marcus Conte, the reporter, diving into the facts. You just ban a song for singing about people of all different hues and colors coming together and enjoying themselves. But why don't you go after the Lion King? Right? The movie contains some intense scenes of violence, such as the death of Mufasa, and few battle scenes, but are not graphic. What do you mean they're not graphic? Whenever there's violence, there's graphicness. When someone screams in another person's face and scares the shit out of them, especially when they're bigger, bullying, aka bullying, that's violence. So, on a quick scan, you got to ask yourself, why did Millie and Dolly get censored, but all of these movies are still in play for first graders? What are you going to do? Go back and say, oh, it's got violence in it, can't do that. Oh, that scene, Finding Nemo, there was a rainbow in Nemo, so you can't have that. And Frozen was about some other thing that had violence in it. Right? So you can't do this. You just say all or none. And, in my view, tone back the violence a little bit, and you'll have a better society. But that's where we are. That's where we are in this. So let's talk about Trump. Donald Trump, a hush money grand jury scheduled to reconvene today, March 27, Monday, March 27. Justin Falzone says they aren't drag queens teaching Fileto. But I hear what you're saying, right? Justin Falzone points out the drag queen incident with young kids. Should drag queens be allowed to be around kids? I think they should. I think it's just a human expression. I never saw a problem with it. I went to the Halloween parade, for years and years in New York City, and that the greatest part of the Halloween parade are the drag queens. They're the funniest. They're most, flamboyant, most interesting to watch. And there's always kids there, and nobody seems to ever mind. Oh, look, Mommy, there's the drag queen. So what? Who fucking cares, right? That's their thing. That's their thing, Johnny. It doesn't have to be your thing. Or maybe it will be your thing. Anyway, Trump hush money grand jury scheduled to reconvene today, they say. A Manhattan grand jury weighed whether to indict Donald Trump is set to reconvene today, Monday, after chaotic session last week when it didn't hear evidence in the case for 2 straight days. There's trouble in paradise. Jurors are scheduled to meet Monday afternoon in Lower Manhattan. And there's Alvin Bragg. There is the pay-for-play black executive who made his way up the ladder. And like, what's the other one's name? I always forget a name. Letitia James. Letitia James, the other black racist who is the public advocate, I believe she is now, also going after Trump. This is black tyranny. This is the black hit squad. Hey, Alvin, how much you getting paid to go after Trump 7 years after the fact on extremely ridiculous and stupid evidence? You already got Cohen. Michael Cohen is already sitting in the can for this nonsense. Why are you going after Trump now? Look, this is what they do in banana republics. This is what Obama warned about when we all went after Hillary Clinton. Even when there was evidence on the table that Hillary Clinton was involved in deep corruption. But now it's like, oh no, since the right went after Hillary Clinton, and then so now the left is going after Trump, but they're going after him in a very, very dangerous way. They're weaponizing the criminal justice system and trying to get him criminally indicted, right, for something that there was so many buffers between him and the activity they're talking about that it's impossible to really prosecute. And I think Alvin Bragg knows that. I think everybody in New York that's trying to prosecute it knows that as well. And Trump is not holding back. Trump is not holding back. Listen to what he says. Donald J. Trump says, there was no misdemeanor here. There was no crime, period. All other of the many Democratic law enforcement officers that looked at it took a pass. So did Cy Vance. And so did Bragg. But then, much later, he changed his mind. Gee, I wonder why. And Trump says prosecutorial misconduct and interference with an election. Does this rise to the level of election interference? Of course it does. This is what it looks like. Trump, the front runner, widely hated by the extreme left. Trump, the front runner to unseat them and be their boss, a.k.a. the president, and now they're going after him. They're making shit up. Why didn't you go after him a year, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Why didn't you go after him when he was the president, when it mattered? Why are you going after him now? Because he doesn't hold any political position anymore. Although you could argue a former sitting president is quite a position. But they're going after him. They are going after Trump. Trump posts disturbing baseball bat photo with Alvin Bragg. I don't think this is the way to go, Trump, but this is right from Trump. Donald Trump with a baseball bat with his eyes pointing. This is Trump's work. Trump tweeted this. Probably not the best idea, but look, we live in a violent country. America, the wars, just take Syria, for example. They're bombing the shit out of Syria right now. Syria's bombing us. Bombs are flying as we speak in Syria and everywhere else. Everywhere else we step foot on. So why is it really a bad idea to see the president with a baseball bat in his hand showing some aggression? People like that. People that join the military like violence and aggression. They like confrontation. That's what we're here to do. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Here to serve. Okay, young men, take your guns and shoot at those dirty Russians. And if your friend falls, drag his body with you and get out of there. But Trump's got that's a real photograph tweeted by Trump. And Trump tweets about this prosecution of himself about Alvin Bragg. What kind of person can change another person? In this case, a former I'll start over. What kind of person can charge another person, in this case, a former president of the United States, who got more votes than any sitting president in history, and the leading candidate by far for the Republican Party nomination? How could you charge him with a crime when it is known by all that no crime has been committed, and also known that potential death and destruction in such a false charge could be catastrophic for our country? Wow. Trump pointing out that there could be death and destruction by following such false charges. Trump continues, who and why would do such a thing? Question mark. Only a degenerate psychopath that truly hates the U.S. would do that. So, as I've said before, and I'll continue to say in every program, if you think Trump has the trait of bowing out and going away, you are wrong. Trump will not bow out. He will not go away. And every time you push him, he ups the ante. That's the mastery of Trump. You push him, and he inflates it to no end, to baseball bats, right? Does this hurt him? No, it doesn't. See, that's the thing that the left doesn't understand. When you do this shit, you now see what it is. You see a pay-for-play fucking rogue district attorney in New York going after Trump for political purposes. Right? And maybe to get his own, and to fill his own pockets, which is almost always the case. So there he is, Alvin Bragg. Get a good look at him. So they're going to convene today, the grand jury in New York. If they can get an indictment, then they'll probably arrest Trump on a misdemeanor charge. Trump has said if they do it, he wants to be seen in public with handcuffs. He wants them to arrest him and be dragged off in handcuffs. And Trump has also said, here's Letitia James. That's the other one. They're a pair of radical black leftist, racist, people that squeaked into politics in New York. And there they are. Know who they are. Know where the charge is coming from. Trump claims the DA Bragg has already dropped the case. He didn't drop the case. He didn't drop the case at all. It's still active. And if the grand jury, if the prosecutors are persuasive enough in front of the grand jury, they're going to get an indictment, and then Trump's going to be arrested. And again, the case is ridiculous. You're not going to be able to. You're not going to get a de facto connection to Trump and the line, how the money got transferred over to horseface Stormy Daniels. You're not going to be able to get a direct line at all. There's too many lawyers and people in between. Trump just said, yeah, pay her. And Michael Cohen took the money out of the election kitty, which violates the law, and they got him. How many times did the Clintons do that with the Clinton Foundation? Probably thousands. Thousands, right? And here's these. See, if I were in New York right now and I saw these two women, I see where they are. They're in a park in China. They're right across the street from Criminal Court, 100 Center Street. This is the criminal. This is Supreme Court criminal. This is where if Trump were arrested on this charge, he would be dragged into this court, although it might be federal. But I know where they are. They're in a park. And here's these two women, or man, whatever they are, saying, arrest Trump. And if you ask them, you'd say, well, why do you want to arrest Trump? And they'll say, well, that means you're for Trump. You're a Trumpist, a Trump supporter. No. I asked you a question. I said, if you ask them, why do you want to arrest Trump? and they can't tell you. They'll say, well, he's a bad person, and he's a misogynist and a racist, and he should be in fucking jail. And you say, well, isn't there, you know what I mean? Like when you pick their head, it's the same radicals. There's a Trump derangement syndrome, if you will. Oh, where's there some Trump derangement syndrome? Oh, here he is. Here's Trump derangement syndrome on display. You remember the mighty Keith Olbermann? You remember Keith Olbermann, this guy, right? He used to be right before Rachel Maddow. There was Keith Olbermann on MSNBC, and he finally blew a fuse and he's gone. But listen to him on Trump. Listen to this.
Donald Trump must be arrested for his terroristic threats against Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg. In social media posts yesterday, Trump called him a, quote, animal. Trump insisted he be, quote, removed. Trump showed a picture of himself holding a baseball bat, posed exactly as in a movie murder scene, next to a picture of Bragg. It is a call to murder by stochastic terrorism, a murder by remote control as disgusting as Charles Manson. Arrest Trump now, and insomuch as Trump has threatened Bragg and 3 other prosecutors, Trump has already proved he is an active mortal threat to all of them and to all of the lives of all witnesses involved. Trump cannot be granted bail.
He's going to make a lot of money on this. See how Keith Olbermann is, he's okay with being the crazy number one. He's all right with it because people like that. See when these people over here holding the sign, they see to them Keith Olbermann is a hero. Yeah, he's speaking for us. See, arrest Trump because of all the things that Keith Olbermann just said. Amazing, right? Amazing stuff. Amazing times we're living in. So let's look at the market. Ding, ding, ding. We're open. Oh, my God, we're going up. Are we going up? Yeah, we're going up. We're going up. So what are the headlines on the market today? Give it to me. Stocks, banks rise after SVB sale. So they're still talking about the banks. I didn't dive too deeply in, but I'll just look at the numbers. And it's all green this morning. It's all green. NASDAQ is up 57 points, a half percentage point. Dow Jones Industrial Average up 267 or 0.83%. S&P 500 also up 29 points. Apple kind of flat, up 10 cents. We'll take it. Amazon up 74 cents to 98, hovering around that $100 level. Google 105, down from 94 cents this morning. Meta, formerly Facebook, down $1.36. Microsoft down 14 cents. Rivian up 12. Tesla, the mighty Tesla, up $6.59, 3.5%. Wada wada wada. That's a big move there for Tesla this morning. More stocks. Lockheed Martin, Raytheon up, and the holy vaccine stocks mixed. Moderna down $2.40. Johnson & Johnson up $1. So anyway, green open. We'll take it. When it's green, it's good. Green means go, 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 go. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. And so, we're living in a crazy time, right? It's hard to fathom that, there it is. It's hard to fathom that first graders are being filtered. They're not allowed to listen to certain songs, certain music about certain subjects. On the other hand, there's grown men hammering water glasses into their rectum to achieve pleasure. There's an attorney general in New York who is openly and unequivocally engaging in a witch hunt to prosecute a former president of the United States just because he can or thinks he can, and to get paid to do it. Right? So these are the time signs of the times. And there's a black hole. There's a black hole. Don't look at the black hole. You'll get sucked into the black hole, and you'll never come out. You'll never come out. So maybe tomorrow we'll have something more substantive to talk about. But for now, Marcus Conte reporting.